posting on walls. Hey, Dawn. Get out of there. Oh. I touched the pixel bugs. Which I swear. You tell me I'm live. It's really cool that it does that. Discord. Satisfactory actually launch, but we have an unsatisfactory experience. Hope the auto tweet. Launch, please. No, we're just gonna move the move the camera back over. Hey, Dagger Draws. It is you. You know. Oh! Archie. I wondered. Okay. Dagger Draws. I'm like, what the heck? Who's following when we're not even streaming? Like the okay, look, very nice. Like, it's just slick back. It's all wet yet. Nothing dry, just because it's all hot and humid forever. Is this actually going to launch? Are we? Come on now. Cantlin. Man of the hour. Do you wanna pull up? Otherwise, I've got a lot of oil fields. Or else like to find the game. That. Dagger Trails, thank you, Ties. Funding the Church of the Shank. Yeah. Here, let me change that. If you want to do the co-op, we can co-op. Otherwise, no trouble. Let me just turn off the noise suppressor. Okay. Noise suppressor's off. I wondered about that. Okay, maybe. It's still doing it though? Hmm. I don't know why else it would be cutting out. Let me try. I know the mic was muted. Because So I know the game audio is very low. Like, oh. There you are. I do that. And sorry. Trying to figure out pull you in here. Oh. Did I not answer that call? Am I some sort of bully? Yeah, now the game audio is not. Yeah.
Do you want me on the stream chat?
Either way, we're here now.
Because I think, like, they'll hear you, but can they not hear me? I don't mind if they can't hear me. I just think it'd be a little weird that you responded to stuff. Oh, they can
pretty
hear me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure it's all good and rigged up correctly.
Oh, okay. Then that's fine. But I don't have to play.
Okay. Oh, I was just asking if you wanted to. If you didn't want to, we'll go to the secret hidden otherworld.
I always want to play. I just know that you sometimes like to do lone style, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's true. It's entirely your call.
I mean, it's kind of your call to choose me.
Okay.
Also,
You
that
wanna?
is a couple.
Yeah. You guys still hearing the AC run? So, yeah. Just turn her off for a bit. So, I don't know if you're aware, but it's rather warm.
Oh, blazing even.
Right. So we were rerouting these.
I was busy lamenting that. Wait, did you turn off the fan?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe it isn't your fan.
And what do you hear? I agree.
Hearing static or something? Because like,
Here.
it sounds like your fan, but
See, it was near the PC fan. We can move it way over here.
oh, that's better.
That would. Yep. I am remiss that no one yelled at me yesterday about that.
Well, maybe the quality was different.
Well, yeah. That and it's a much lower powered game yesterday, so much.
Hey, I'm gonna pause
Yeah.
you. I want you to look at the ma'am.
Ma'am?
Yeah, look at the ma'am. Like, pop a man down or like whatever. Look at it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go walk to one, we're just gonna build one. What of it?
Look at the middle blueprint.
Oh, let's see. What's the issue here?
You mean you don't see like it's just oh never mind. Okay. I was
It
like
was-
it's just a better blueprint. Yeah,
I mean, it
but
also looks good.
It's like if we process the iron into ore, which is more like, obviously more work, we can just pump out 50% more steel.
Sounds good, because it's just one more smelter before the foundry.
Sure thing. And I mean, we're like importing all the ore from a different base anyway, so we can just smelt it there.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's as the kids say, straight fire.
Right, because you have all the hard drives in your pocket still.
Yeah.
Sulfur's done, quartz. We need aluminium. Could you set background music as a temporary fix? I think it's fixed now. I took off the compressor so it no longer shoots the mic off. I'm gonna turn off the ringer on the work phone though, so that keeps going off, and I'm not gonna answer them.
Rude.
Look, we're not getting paid for our time. We're not giving them our time.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to use the Explorer again and see if I get popped out. And if I do, then
Never touch the Explorer again.
I'm going the wrong direction.
Honestly, I think it'd be more entertaining to watch you try to use a vehicle than any constructing I would do.
I'm not vain, but I probably would agree to that.
Dogger draws. Everything's Gucci. Everything's audible. Everything's.
What? What am I doing? Is this going south?
Yeah.
I forget where the oil or more oil was. Oh
Six
shit!
where?
I know where. Yeah. Oh, that is
Wait.
freaking far.
Is there another oil thing or just the oil? I should probably have thrown a beacon down. That and why don't It's in the oh, you can drive. Nice.
Yeah, so far so good. But what happens is it glitches too much and it will pop me out of reality itself. Which, as we say in the business, is a no good Sonic move.
Downright no bueno.
Can I get over this?
Like, doesn't look like it. Yeah, so Dogger draws. Right now we have the upgrades people upgrades meme up in the corner. Send a link or a file, or just yell at me to find one lately. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds good. Either the memes channel in the Discord so that other people could see it, or slide into those DMs that you're so attuned with. Chandler, I don't think I've spoken to you about this, but Dogger Draws in the chat here is the graphic artist. It was like, hey, what if you had banners that weren't awful? Here, please take these. Trying to help the handicapped.
Oh,
visually disabled. Made the banners.
Well, my Explorer's submerged in water. Maybe push it with my beefy body. No.
So you should be able to just pick up, right?
Yeah, but like, I'm just engorged with shit. That like,
Oh.
I mean, it's totally possible. It's just annoying.
I mean, isn't there just pick up like the carts, or no?
Oh no, it's not a cart. It's an Explorer.
Okay,
Like,
I didn't know.
I'm like, I'm shipping stuff like the magnate I am.
It's true. You could be a part of Her Majesty's Royal Navy. That's how much of a ship you are.
I feel like more people should know what a magnate is.
It's true. It's like I have very little knowledge of that word you keep using.
Oh, so magnate is just a fancy word for saying Elon Musk. Someone who just bankrolls a lot of stuff and is powerful financially, like Steve Jobs, or like all those rich people. I think there's more selling connotation, like you're bankrolling like more stuff, and you're like in high power. I don't know. It's not really a word
Okay.
people use anymore.
It's not, but people should definitely start again. So that's where a lot of the influence lies within the magnates. That's the proper
Yeah,
terminology.
yeah, for sure. It also sounds like magnet, so it's a double plus.
Well, no. You don't want double plus, because then it just repel them.
I want to disagree with you, but I don't have enough business knowledge to know.
Well, you see, there's the electroweak force. They're
Okay.
trying very hard to integrate the strong nuclear force, but it just does not jive.
Because it's too strong and independent.
It's probably because it derives all of its power from being a strong, independent black woman, but the jury's still out on that one.
Yeah, I gotta say, black people are equal to white people, and
It's
are worthy
pretty controversial.
of not being shot by the police. I know.
I
Some people will say I'm a madman. No, have you ever I don't know how you feel about the Confederacy, but you probably think it was bad, right? But
at the very least.
yeah. So I've been I've been watching a lot of or reading a lot of Sherman memes, which is a guy who burned Atlanta, and uh, it's like, I don't know what you call it, like that whole the smugness about being right, that you're like no better than anyone else type of thing. You're like, haha, those people believe in slavery, while you're like buying like tennis shoes from slave labor in China. But it still makes you feel better about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
A cruel systemic irony.
Like, haha, your consumerism.
When is Fall Guys stream? Oh. As soon as someone donates $30, I can go buy Fall Guys. Because it looks like a really cool game.
Oh, Fall Guys? I just got that for free on my PS4.
Neat. Can I have a PS4 for free?
I'll think about it.
Okay. It's a critical opinion.
Oh, I haven't played it. It looked lame to me. But what if you want to play it? Why were you interested?
Because Magic Federalist in chat there was just like, hey, play that video game. Wait, is it free to play?
It was on PlayStation Plus, so
Yeah.
like I don't think it was normally free.
Me either. I thought I saw a price tag on it the other day. Because I knew it was a bunch of beta keys floating around until it just released.
Oh, well, if it just released, I'm surprised they gave it on PlayStation Plus. Maybe there's like in-app purchases, because that financial model seems pretty weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only $20. Neat.
Across the platform.
God, I hope so.
Yeah.
Add to the wish list. thanks, Madge, for that sweet cash, but you still can't outpace Sergeant Baker. It is you who is questing for third place now. Sure.
So I finished Ghost of Tsushima yesterday,
Yeah.
and I've never like cried so much at a game. It was heart wrenching.
It's intent.
And
Nice.
I give the tentative rating of 8.75 out of 10. Good game.
That's a very high score with your strict standards, so that's impressive.
Yeah, I definitely like. I saw on Metacritic right now it's an 86%, and I'm like, you know what, Metacritic? Yeah, no, I think for once Metacritic agrees with me. It's 8.75. I mean, it gave 8.6, but whatever. 8.75 out of 10. Because I go into quarters.
Right.
Yeah.
The Magic Federalist is number 1 by spending 10 more biddies. They are truly the holiest. Yeah,
and,
Ghost of Tsushima. A1 star.
I thought people were joking around that they're like, hey, there should be a sequel. And I'm like, you can't make a sequel. Like, it's a historical event. And then I realized, no, the Mongols attacked twice, 8 years later.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh geez, there could totally be a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. And it wouldn't even have to be like a breaking from history. I mean, already, like, honestly, the game's like pretty historically inaccurate, like as inaccurate
Right.
as like Braveheart. But like, you know,
It's a video
got,
game. Like, that's.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Whatever. Like, there was no Clan Sakai. Well, there technically is, but you know, none of the events in the game actually kind of happen that way. But you know, who the hell cares?
Yeah. Because it's supposedly entertainment, not a literal history book.
Yeah. Like, samurai in the game have katanas, and apparently, like, katanas didn't exist until, like, actually after the samurai came. Or, I mean, not samurai, Mongols. But how lame would a samurai game be if it didn't have katanas? You know?
Right, so a little bit of blurring of time frames between centuries just for the aesthetics, but aesthetics. I respect the drip.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I just want to be a sword wielding maniac, and I don't need no person telling me what to do.
Which, frankly, is the sort of energy we need more of. And yes, chat. Yes, Miss. I'll acknowledge your existence. We're also talking with Chatland, but I appreciate all your generous tithings. We're dangerously close to getting the confession booth funded.
Confession booth?
Yeah, you know. Every
Oh.
good Catholic pseudo-church needs a booth to confess your sins.
Jeez. So are your sins pretty like standard, or are they like special chime sins?
Well, you know, you got some lad going around getting schmutz on their slacks. That's you need to see. And that's downright frowned upon. That's a couple of hail chimes, a few.
I forgot about that.
Never forgetting. Will I be confessing? Of course. Must confess all sins before the great chimes, so that you may be absolved. I would not presume to exclude myself and say that I'm some sort of being beyond sin. That's unthinkable.
Let ye who is without sin ding the first chime.
Well, chime is rung for all time. There is no first nor last, no beginning, no end. I'm sorry, Dogger Jaws. This game is not funny. It's just automation. That's it. That's the game.
You
We have,
make the game big funny.
tomorrow we should have a more memeier game. We're just gonna dig through itch and look for straight up meme games.
They threw itch. What's itch?
Itch.io.
Oh. Yeah.
There's two lumps in the ground.
See, what you need to do is you need to like capitalize on trends. You know, you got to like
Ooh.
stream that Ghost of.
Tsushima?
Well, you don't
Is
need
it
to
on
stream
PC?
it. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Well, people still stream it, like through their PS4.
Right.
But like
There is like PS Now. I could technically play the game.
and I'm not even talking about Ghost of Tsushima anymore because like honestly, that trend has already sailed.
Right.
But like when Bloopy Adventure of Bloopifer Rex comes out, and you're like,
Ooh.
wow, this is totally new.
I have been following the Bloopy franchise for a while.
It's been lackluster. I tried to revitalize it by naming our station Bloopy, but
Oh.
the copyright just didn't really work out.
And Dogger Draws is bringing up Factorio. You have anything to say about any countless number of hours packed into it? Because I
So
have not played it yet, but
Factorio. Oh, you're asking him.
it's
Got
true. Because you're the resident expert who's played it inside and out and likes praising it every 30 seconds or so.
Shut up.
like, wow.
You're playing a Factorio game.
Yeah. It's Factorio, but 3D and less environmentally focused.
Yeah. See, not to praise it again, but at
Yeah.
least with Factorio, you can be memey, because you can set up like automated wire and stuff like that, and so you can just like every time someone touches the pressure plate, the lights turn on and give you a middle finger type of thing. It's good.
It sounds exactly what you want. Frankly, I don't want to play a video game where you can't get flipped off by your own
Yeah.
automation.
Well, that's kind of fun because like you can set it up to like your ore producer, and so when your ore runs out, it just gives you a signal, and then like you don't have to be professional about that signal.
I'd argue it's the most professional signal possible, like easily understood by all parties involved. Back out, yep. Middle fingers up again. You know what that means.
Restart the system.
Also, I don't know if we want a train along the west coast or a hyper tube. So we're gonna put a hyper tube. If we don't need it, we'll put a Dogger Draws. Only 243 hours. That's chump change. You could crank that out in a weekend. Why? When I was your age, I had 243 hours tucked away in my savings account. Awesome. I feel like the good tier. It's in the DMs. Okay, because I don't get DM notifications with streamer mode on. Just the you failed the vibe check. It's already. That one's bigger. here. It's a little small, can I? Not really. I don't know if that's legible, or it's just the Virgin and Chad, the Factorio versus Satisfactory.
Where'd you find that meme?
That's Dogger Draws. The crustier, the better. Oh no.
You should send it to me. I want to read that.
I will send it to you. Slide into those DMs.
Slide into them.
It's slid. It's slewed.
Get killed by radiation. By the space from alien. It might
Say-
sound like a Chad. Modular armor that generates shielding electricity. Master nuclear energy referee. Glorious 2D.
2D's jank. I didn't know I had to advocate for this, but use lubrication. It's a hill we're willing to die on.
Yeah. Factorio make TV hard. I'll stop.
Continue.
Well, I will. Not kidding.
And Dogger Draws, you already know the premise of a game like this. You're heckling me and not doing memey enough things. You know it's hours and hours of automation that may eventually finally culminate into something that looks good. There's a lot of just trying to decide where to place things.
There's a lot more oil here than I originally thought. That makes my PP
Yeah,
into
you have-
a
cool. Yeah. You know it. Don't have enough coal, don't have enough this. So we'll just process some more. Process some more. And then you process some more. You're like, well, I guess we need this. So, is our power's back online, right?
Should have been. Why would it be offline?
Oh, it's not. 'Cause we're consuming a lot of power.
Really?
Like, 2,700 megawatts of power.
Oh wow. Wow, so like my mission to get more power was something that needed to happen sooner than later.
Immediately, yes.
Okay. Well, okay. So what are quick fixes? We should turn off some stuff.
Right, because we could... I don't even remember all the wires there to easily remove things from our system right now.
Hey, I forget the numbers, but Maybe I can figure out myself. Just a second.
Yeah. What's the
Uh,
hot
never
take?
mind. Yeah, I'm good. Never mind.
You good? All right.
I was thinking I'm bitch. Yeah.
I trust all of your numbers based on exactly none of them.
Shut up. I'm master planner.
I have complete faith in your rationally based equations.
Dude, I've got so many equations. They call me the e, uh, Eastasian,
That's
which
pretty hot.
sounds like East Asian. So I'm a little careful about that.
Yeah, that's master planner. I thought you were some sort of Grand Mega Pope Supreme Ocelot. Is there an imposter amongst our midst?
You know, the Grand Mega Pope Supreme Ocelot can be a master planner as well.
It's
Because
true. You can have multiple honorary titles. It's not an exclusive thing.
yeah, dude. What?
I think you're some sort of cuck that can't have multiple titles.
You think some country can't have multiple titles?
Ooh. Oh, were you getting that sort of chime lore, but titles aren't mutually exclusive. You can be Grand Mega Pope Supreme Ocelot and still be a master planner.
True dat?
Cucks are by the time? Of course, the chime accepts all, including cucks. I'm not go so far as to say especially cucks, but at least cucks. What sort of organization would you be if you didn't support cuck rights?
Not an organization I want to be in.
Exactly my point. Like, you joined the wrong cult. It's a good thing it's not a cult. I know.
Say in the old country, goes the
Yeah.
pot.
Cucking, not fucking. Rhymes with it's true. Yeah, see? Docker Draws got the memo they're in. They know what's hip.
Okay, so another. Geez, there's a third. No, actually, we've seen this movement before.
Oh, right. 'Cause it's been 10 minutes. Ooh, coded cable. That sounds nominally useful.
I mean, I guess in some circumstances we could make it useful. I have skepticism though.
I'm certain it was better than the alternatives.
Do that, yeah.
Out of pipe. Can't lay pipe if you ain't got no pipe.
Was that Aristotle?
I thought it was Plato writing down the works of Socrates, but I'm always confused my classic Roman literature.
Damn those Romes. Always in Rome.
That's where they are.
You know, what are the chances that all roads did lead to Rome? Like, that's uncanny that all roads did lead to Rome. Is that why they chose Rome?
Probably, because it'd be pretty messed up if you had a road that didn't lead to Rome, so you couldn't sack the city of Rome.
I
Or,
just
whatever else you do in Rome.
believe.
I mean,
I'm like anti-Naruto. I just can't believe it.
the inverse Naruto.
The Negaruto.
I can't help but feel like there was a anti-Naruto somewhere in the series, like some sort of the antagonist that impo- yeah, like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
far too many episodes to not have one.
yeah. I mean, that's a trope. I don't think One Piece did it, but definitely Bleach and Naruto did it, which is the top, the big three.
Yeah, the cool kids.
Yeah. You know what they say about cool kids.
I always want to be like the cool kids.
Thank
Whereas
you.
if they smoke weeds in the football stadium on Friday nights.
I just wish I could be like the cool kids, because all cool kids, they seem to fit it.
Miss coming in with the hot anime take that Sasuke's a better character than Naruto.
I would probably disagree on
Sure.
the grounds that he was the ultimate bitch, but whatever.
Sure. I'm not familiar enough with the manga to say one way or the other, but sounds like. 'Cause I remember he went evil one time, right? And became antagonist.
Yeah, he was kind of the antagonist throughout the whole series, which kind of made the whole
Oh.
Naruto, I want to save you bit get a little bit annoying, because you're like, dude, I mean, maybe
You're just the
fellow
bad guy.
dude, because he's not like the best guy. Like, I don't know if you saw Hunter x Hunter, or familiar with it.
I've heard the name for it, know that it's big, but
Well, I'm just mentioning it because, like,
yeah.
in that, like, the friendship between the main character, whose name's Gong, and this assassin dude, whose name's Killua,
Yeah.
it's like throughout the whole series pretty like, I mean, it grows pretty fast, but it seems pretty genuine that they're just boys. But anyway,
A couple of lads
so
being lads. That makes sense.
okay, but it's adorable, right? And you can get why
Yeah.
they're friends, because they're just boys that like each other's company.
That
I
sounds
would
really nice.
understand if, like, one of them, like, went evil and the other one is trying to save his friend, because, like, that's a lot of, like, build up of them being friends, but not like 13 episodes and then the main character saying, like, Sasuke, you're my best friend ever, and I'm going to let everybody die so that I can save you, even though you have only said that I hate you.
Oh, yeah, that's a very well-founded point where you're like, if you're gonna use the friendship, actually have a friendship.
I mean, yeah,
No.
that's like,
Not
dude,
just
friendship's cool and all, but, like,
fool around.
I'm not gonna save your life if I've only known you for, like, less than a year, which was literally the series.
Yeah, that's some trash to your writing.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Oh well. It's okay. Naruto's okay. It's got a lot of good points, but, like, with everything, you just gotta.
Your city life intensifies. Oh. Dogger Draws. I apparently watched absolutely zero anime. Cause, I haven't seen One Piece either. Apparently, this can help you out there. Cause Ghost Island arc. Okay. I don't just sit around and watch 1,000. It's true. I had not done that in the past and don't currently do that. Which, makes it difficult to have a massive reservoir of anime trope knowledge when...
I mean, most people have never watched One Piece because, the size.
Yeah.
Like, I've barely known any anime fans who have watched One Piece. I don't even watch One Piece. I read it.
Classic. My work
know.
week just fine. So, unfortunately, Dogger Draws, we live in a society which always brings me down. Always brings me down when I remember that, but usually entices people to do things for money. Yeah. I don't know if actually advocating for the end of life is a better alternative than One Piece, but in my tier list of things to do, definitely gonna have to say that living outpaces One Piece, or dying is behind One Piece. So living is S tier. How are they releasing?
Got it.
Early streams are much nicer.
I mean, like, One Piece is one of the best, like, series. So it's like the reason why it's been going on for so long. But like, no one should have to watch it. That's like if I was in like a prison and they're like, good news, you get to watch One Piece for your prison sentence. I was like, you sure there's not like shock collars left?
You can't be physically tortured. You can't. Yeah, I like that Dogger Draws. Like, seeing it's been around in a chair.
Like, it's a good series. It's very good. I just you read the expedited version.
Yeah.
It's like
Filler arcs, filler arcs.
as long running or anime tends to do, except for Hunter x Hunter, which didn't do this. But I think that's because they revised it. It's horribly paced. Like, those like tropes where they just stare each other down for like 3 minutes each. That's just like to buffer like run times, and it's the most annoying thing ever. It's just like, do something, anything.
Interesting, just cut down on animation by having him sit there and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Gross.
It'd be better if it was just something.
I feel like the only instances of animated series or intellectual properties in general that are well paced are just completely reboots of a previous franchise. They have hindsight where their plot lines are going.
I would like, I don't know, I like retro games, but I don't touch retro anime because retro anime definitely like has pacing problems. Like,
Yeah,
and there's exceptions, and the exceptions tend to be like fantastic series, like Zabumafu's Guide to the World, or no, Cowboy Bebop. I always mix up the names. And um, I mean, the movies are good, like Akira and Ghost in the Shell and Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. Those are good
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah, they are. Well, it's because they're a self-contained story, just one project.
Exactly. I don't think the stories of anime are bad. Like, One Piece is a great story, but if it was a little bit quicker paced, it'd be like way less episodes and way more enjoyable. And it's like the pacing already in like the manga is pretty good, right? So it's not the story itself that's bad. It's just the anime needs to like
Just how,
elongate it.
yeah, just how it comes into the world.
That's why it's gonna be crazy when the Attack on Titan fourth season comes out, because like it's crazy how many episodes or how many chapters in the manga they have to cover. It's gonna be like very fast paced, and I'm not sure if that's gonna make it really good or really bad.
No, that sounds very bad. Okay. No. I'm still nettled that they want to make a fourth season at all, or it's being produced, because I feel like it ended on a high point. The opportunity to have more adventures in the future, but you don't need them. The point is that the characters are willing to have more adventures in the future, not that
So
there are adventures to follow.
I'm surprised that you thought Attack on Titan was over, because it did not seem like the story was concluded to me.
Okay.
Like when I saw the ending of season 3, before I even knew that there was more, I was like, oh no, there's got to be more than that, right? So
I suppose. So just keep bringing out a bigger big bad. Oh, we're out of
okay,
cement.
I'll fight you on that. Like if you
Yeah.
look at the amount of foreshadowing, it's like
Sure. I'd probably just actually blind the whole time.
it, I mean,
So I know, like, all the recaps, every episode is like, look at the Armored Titan and this Titan. Pay very much attention to these two not characters. Like, why do you keep bringing them up? They're clearly a character then.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. One evidence that there's like always been planned for more is that I said this prior, but there's like this on chapter 1. Um, the only chapter or any page to ever be numbered was the 13th page of chapter 1, and it's when Aaron has like a delusion, and that's that's later revealed in the story, like what he saw. But it, regardless of like if the author had changed his story ideas, which authors always do that, it was very clear that there was like some greater thing um, that was like beyond the, and I won't like spoil really much anything, but like the crux of the walls. Um, so it did seem like there's at least a clear intention that like the story wasn't just going to be Titans are bad, kill Titans, the end.
Right, because there was a lot of things that were not just that strict interpretation of the narrative.
Yeah.
But
So
watching kids murder things. Cool. Might make only a few
now,
seasons. Since, yeah.
yeah, I'll be the first one to say that like some of the parts get really boring when they get like political, but there's other parts where like, damn, that's really fucked up, but like good, like a good type of fucked up, not like Game of Thrones fucked up, like bad Game of Thrones, where you're like, wow, you murdered that kid just to be edgy, but like
Yeah.
poignant fucked up.
Yeah. Your criticisms of the system be like, wow. Have a deranged Cersei attempt to stab Littlefinger, be like, power's power. show that they're completely delusional.
Oh yeah, like, dude, that scene, like, power is power. That's a good scene. Unfortunately, that wasn't written by W.B. Du Bois, whatever his name is. That was George R. R. Martin.
Yeah.
So whatever. I know we won't go into that. White man bad. When I
Ooh.
say white, I mean white as in the zombie.
It's a pretty hot take. Zombie lives matter. You can't go around saying that the whites you're presented in the deep lore as just another sort of people on the other side of the wall that, you know, have to be made by magical means, but they're just people.
Why make only a few seasons of condensed and developed plot when one can add random ideas and look the hard work and effort put into making a series? Are you saying like do the method of just keep on milking the same idea over and over again?
I
Because
believe
like
that's the implication, but when Attack on Titan doesn't do that and has a planned out storyline they're going for. Oh, hello. I forgot to bring
I'm
this
gonna be
up.
honest, like the story rate, like it still irks me a little bit because I don't feel like it's the same feeling. It's a different feeling, and I can see why people wouldn't like it. Um, so, and it's like I can kind of get that that was the original intention of the author. I could believe it if it wasn't, but it doesn't mean I'm fully down with it. I'm not sure how. I can't put it into words. It just doesn't like.
Yeah, it doesn't jive.
It's not as good as the feeling of original Attack on Titan, um, but it's still pretty good. Like a lot of people say, it's like their top 10 manga of all time. So it's pretty good, and I think like people started to overhype it, but it's it's a manageable read. It's not like One Piece, and definitely like a manageable watch. Um, and like you know, I recommend it to people.
Yeah.
Um,
I agree. At some point, we have to get everything back online. I tried getting a
okay,
bump with the biomass burners, but we need a lot more power.
so here's the thing. I'm just about to like to start running the like 8 more or 12 more or something fuel generators. Um,
Do it.
but there's an issue with that. Um, they need a lot of power just to start up because they need like oil and you need to like pump it out and to refine it. Um, so it's gonna have an initial huge draw on the system before it's gonna start producing power.
Right, so we should take things offline.
Yeah, I don't have it all worked out yet. I still need to put in pipes into the shit and work out the math, which will take only just a second, but like I still don't have it closed down. So like you don't need to connect anything right now, but it's almost done.
Yeah, we're not disconnecting anything right now, mostly because
Oh,
I
what you
won't
could do
remember where
something.
to hook up.
Can you go to the fuel generator?
The one on the third level?
Yeah, and just check out like its max consumption.
Yeah, boy. Way up there, way over there. So large. So consumption rate's going to be 15 meters cubed per minute.
Sorry, 15 meters. Wait, what? 15 meters cubed?
On the fuel generator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Um, let me just do the quick math. So if we do 40, 40, 160, 320, so about 20, 21, 21 times 60 is 2,000. Oh, what am I doing that? You know what? I'm confusing myself on numbers. I'll just put it in a calculator.
Do it.
Okay, land. Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
if we use up the current thing I have running, we will be producing 3,000 more energy.
Okay.
So we need to be at 240. Just a moment. I need to do one more calculation. 240, and this will drain about 40, 320 energy. So we need to be at least 320 below our max for this thing to start running.
Only 320? Gotcha.
Sure, I mean, only 320, but still.
Gotcha. 'Cause I
Fortunately,
feel like I want to take off the iron production from the front of the line here. So it's just sad. They don't draw power when they're on standby, right?
no. This is a really bad place to do fuel generation. Gotta say, no bueno, as the kids say. I almost feel like I
That's
need
what
to
they
do. Oh shoot. Okay. All right. I don't think I can set it up yet because I need more concrete. But okay, so I just gotta make sure I've got everything.
Got it all?
I do have it all. Okay, so I need 21 fuel generators. So I need 105 computers. Need that many. I have just enough motors. Don't have enough modular frames. So I need 50 more modular frames, 55 more computers, and a little bit more rubber. Probably not gonna remember any of that.
Nope. Okay. We want to turn the iron back on. There's a beacon where the breaker is.
Okay.
I don't know what else that's connected to. Their spaghetti wire of cables.
Yeah.
So I feel like some of the upper levels are drawn off of this. So we dropped a lot in energy consumption as soon as I pulled that cable. EMS. So the anime versus manga debate is almost always a joke because different people follow the story by different means.
Yeah. It is truly low cock energy. Not even like the good cock. Bad cock energy.
It's like you're having sex with their girlfriend, but they're also kind of on a break and she never wanted to be with him in the first place. Was it really cucking him over if There's no
Yeah.
relationship
And
to get
the worst
cocked.
part is it's like non-consensual cuckage. So like the guy isn't cool with it, or I mean, the female cucky. Um, so it's like there's no benefit to the second party, you know. So it's just like
It just
just
sounds
no
like
cock
being a
energy.
cock. Yeah,
Sounds like being a cock.
but not in a good way.
True that, yo.
Eventually, we'll get to a point where cucks get the proper respect, and denigration they deserve. You don't want them just getting cucked willy nilly just for the sake of it.
Heaven forbid. Dun, 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 diluted biofuel, because the other one I don't care
Nice.
about.
Now we have fuel, but diluted. The accelerate. Our concrete production is offline too at the moment.
That's bad. I'm gonna need a lot of concrete.
Yeah.
What are you working on?
Making a line out to the quartz mine. Cool. Everything's online again. I wonder if it wasn't just some sort of downward spiral where some of the coal miners lost power, so they couldn't supply coal, and then everything just lost power down the way because it's on now.
Yeah, I don't think Satisfactory has that issue. It seems like there's enough like backlog always. But that
Yeah.
was and is an issue in games like Factorio, which have a different type of power system.
I see. Here's one distinction. Oh. Smith wants to get philosophical about what is respect.
Respect
So-
is honor.
Yeah. It implies something's owed. It is owed duty to respect other decent people.
Yeah, I mean, what is respect? Like giving some type of owned beneficence to a party.
Pretty much just say ideal to be chased where you don't treat people like dirt. Should decent people not be respected? Oh, should non-decent people be respected? No, they should be expunged from society, cast into exile, launched to the sun.
And that's pretty egregious because punching the sun nowadays is not not for my parents' generation.
Right, like there's only so much waste the sun can suck up. You can't just keep throwing all your problems into it. At some point, the sun's gonna burn out, and we're gonna lose that avenue of dealing with our problems.
I want to find a new sun to chuck our waste into. I was like hearing about like I think it was my science teacher, so take that with a grain of salt. Not saying science teachers are not great, but
Yeah.
um, I'm not sure the qualifications a high school science teacher has.
I looked
Anyway,
into it. It's like none.
really,
There's teaching certification, sure, but that's an issue with the education system, not the point. Carry on.
um, but yeah, oh yeah, they were saying that like you could chuck waste in the sun, and scientists are pretty sure the sun would be okay, but because the sun is like a really like important thing for us, they choose not to just in
Duh.
case we're wrong.
Just hold on. Does that not work well with the system there?
Well, I guess he's gone, never to return. What?
Some days it calculates the start time at 4 p.m. And other days it does say like 10.
Guess I'll be back. Okay. I still have to carry the stream. All right, so there's this thing called the basal ganglia, which rests in the midbrain, and it is composed of many parts. But one of these parts is the striatum, which is called that because it has striated. Oh, you're back.
No, continue. But yeah.
It's got striations on it, which is why it's called striatum, and it deals with motor function, and it also does with reward processing, among some other minor stuff. And so, without putting too much information down, if you get your striatum messed up, you have motor issues, but you also have reward issues. Yep.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. And that's the birds and the bees.
The way I always heard it.
True that, yo.
Yeah.
I don't want your pansy sex talk.
If it doesn't involve the psychological concept of affect, I ain't listening.
Yeah. I feel like you were saying affect wrong before, but you used affect right this time.
Excellent. I try to describe it in the most nebulous way as possible to not mess it up.
Yeah, I mean, you know, did a good job. 10 out of 10 would be affected by you again.
Nice.
Okay. Oop, that was one button. Boom.
Come on. Have you done the thing?
Define doing.
You're actually going from start to finish.
Then no.
Seeking completion. Oh. Rough.
I ran out of concrete.
Well, you're in luck. We have concrete.
Yeah. So I tried to bring as much stuff as I could, but unfortunately the trip, I couldn't carry enough things. So I had to make some cut. So I tried to do the bare minimum of concrete, and it wasn't enough.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there should be threaded replies. I don't know if my channel has them. Be able to respond to that. That's something I saw the other day that was cool and new.
Threaded replies.
Hypertubes just make you go fast. And aren't a train. But maybe they should be trains.
I like hypertubes better because I can actually use them.
Sounds like some communist propaganda. Wanting to use a public asset. Just worrying about your own mobility.
Yeah. That's really weird. I think I said this before, why people say that China is a communist state. I don't know why they say that.
I think it's because China says it's a communist state, and it's usually not in your best interest to disagree with China.
True, I guess.
That's my working theory. You have those tubes in Fortress Craft and the Max Transport? Excellent. So that's a concept you're familiar with. They've been used well previously. Something. Steel pipes. Weird.
Hmm.
See that? Well, there's also Hydrotech that could have had pipes. Good. In the second update, I redid that since I found oil. Still haven't done the newest update. Get into it. Go back to it. Build a factory that brings you satisfaction. Yeah. I believe that was a conversation last time we played on stream. You're like, wow, I haven't touched this game in ages. It looks much cooler now. Play it.
Oh, there's no image for this one, but it sounds alright.
Ooh.
Our flash drive gave us pocket dimension, which, okay, I'm not complaining.
I'd like to question the physics behind that, but sure.
I don't question anything. That's what my leader, dear
What's
leader,
the void?
taught me.
Oh. Yeah. The images for some of the commands there are just the default Twitch provided image. We don't have anything to represent being sent to the void or saved from the void. If you have an idea of iconography you want to add to that, it could represent being sucked into a non-existent purgatory between worlds. You're more than welcome to draw one up. It's just we don't have a hyper tube. Glad you enjoy that practice. Whether thing conveyor belts auto assign the wrong direction. Sure. Right there.
Going through a hypertube uphill is not fun.
No, it's a little slow. Gotta go now. Eat an extra large pizza. Alright. Let's see you, Dagger draws. Thanks again for the banners. Have a good comatose state. And or sleep, whatever the kids are into these days.
But then folks oriented.
Whatever y'all are doing with your iPhones and Tweety birds.
With your damn connections, and predilections.
Most of those words, yes. So now we have Caterium going to the base again. If we pull in Caterium at 240 a minute,
And I'll take a little bit more of that sweet, sweet rub.
yeah, acquire that rub. Just remembered that this Caterium also fed into the stator system. Gonna head out now. Need to rest a bit. Rest up, miss. Get that sweet, sweet late afternoon nap. Oh, hold on.
Like
Sitting
in the
here
end,
with 10 biddies.
it kept on trying to escape, but your pipe just kept on sucking me in. I'm so scared.
Just traveled down the pipe.
No. No. Oh, whoa. I can't.
You boss. Oh, more steel. Big. I'm just barely eking it out. I love it. Pettiest donation more. Thank you for the 9 biddies, sir. Just enough to beat out Madge.
Are they in competition?
They're in competition. I don't know if they know it. I don't know if you know it. They keep throwing additional bits to get that sweet, sweet bit leader badge. Remember the good old days when you'd fight over 3rd place? Now nothing but the finest. Nerf or nothing. Take that ma'am out of here. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. You should be playing Caterium then. Weird. So 240 in. How much did the founders found? Oh. Equipment, buildings, smelter. I want the recipe off it. Oh. takes in 45 per minute. What's 240 by 45? 5.3 repeating, so 6. Some downtime. You know you gotta do both. Start power off there. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. And the assemblers. There's constructors even. It's quick wired. Takes in 12 per minute. You spit out 15 per minute? Sure. I don't think the efficiency at this point matters to eke out that little difference. almost feel like the math was wrong at some point. Maybe there's just a backlog of ore. As long as the buffer isn't overfilling, we're not wasting it, right? Yeah, because that's
Probably.
no, that's still filling. Oh, it's more or less in homeostasis.
My goodness. Yeah.
So we should have a reserve of quick wire again.
Wait, no. I think setting up another hyper tube is walking all the way there to our other oil plant is a bit of a tease.
I agree. You got the nice little ground to build on. I don't see why you wouldn't. Sure, I'll take that. storage. Boom, bam, bop. Oh, this defunct Caterium still has so much backlog, it's still going. So we're just gonna let that chug right along. I think I almost walked there with my legs when there's a hyperdew. Perish the thought.
Perish it. Let it die. Hit like the rest.
It's effectively murderized. Oh heck. So we have to kill this in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
As long as you're aware of the scope.
What you doing?
I have to go to work. You know, the fun thing that my boss called me about during the stream earlier. It's like, hey, have you considered going to work? Sounds good. Doesn't work.
Were you are you getting more shift?
Yes. You know, Skeevy Beth, it never occurred to me to just put ovens in the middle of a camp. Like, don't think that's on the itinerary. I'm not certain we can get that approved by OSHA.
Yeah, I almost feel like that's a reference to something I don't like.
You're spreading pro-Nazi rhetoric, are you, Mr. Bath?
Or should I say Mr. Shower?
Got him. Oh, that quartz is fire. Heavens no, perish the thought. It's perished, put down, murderized, tossed in a gas chamber. That's... Oh, look at that locomotive, Gavin, go. God, that's not a straight track. I don't know if it comes through on stream much at all, but that track has more bends than a hickory tree.
Oh jeez, wow. Okay.
Just everything good in your neck of the woods, Skeeves? I see the dank memes in the middle of the night streams yet. Always wake up to those sweet, sweet notifications like, yeah, Skeevy was just here a couple hours ago. But you're being some fucking normie. You're sleeping at night. Bet you're some sort of wage cook. Like, yeah. Ooh. I'm down for an alternate recipe to heavy modular frames, because our current setup is jank.
Atrocious. Yeah, this is a bit better, as the kids say.
Excellent. Oh, there's a power line down here. Who? Why?
I just come across your chest ever so often.
Yeah. You can pick those up or not. Do what you want. You're a free man.
Oh well. More meat for the meat grinder.
Fuel that magma.
You know,
I don't.
you find it strange that there's no way to. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say auto produce the power poles, but then I realized power poles are not like storable items in this game.
It's true. And they just appear, and you're like, hey, what if I had cement and cable?
Yeah.
No. It's most unfortunate to run out of cement. Do you have enough to stick an end on a paper tube? I do. Zoop. And back we go. So see, the hypercubes are definitely nice for that hand-free locomotion. You
Yeah.
don't have to steer nothing.
You know how I like that hands free? I
It's
got
true.
other stuff to do with my hands, like advanced geometry. Oh.
I don't track, but sure. Endorse using hands for advanced geometry.
You know it. Oh, yeah. I'm a man who loves his scientific rigor of mathematics and physical spaces. Oh,
It's true. Do you like count the shapes on your finger or something? That I hate to drag you down with the specifics, but I really feel like there's not a whole lot of connection there.
look, advanced geometry is just, it's like unreal objects, I suppose.
Gotcha.
Hypothetical objects, right?
Right, the old
Like
N-gon.
tesseract.
Off we go. super secret other factory. We just have hypertubes leading to all the production areas. Finished last night. So it feels good and natural to just ride hypertubes now forever.
Never stop.
Leave them to go out, build more hypertubes, and get right back in. No. Not get right back in. I actually do want to get out at some point. Build more hypertubes.
Okay. See if I can get all that stuff.
Acquire those materials. Besides, does the Explorer not have a storage carrier in it? Or did you also fill that?
It does.
Cool.
I'm confused. What do you want to know about my stores? Get out of my stores.
You had previously said that you did not carry enough cargo. So I'd wonder if there was untapped potential.
Nope.
I have no intention of forgoing your cargo. There's no piracy being propositioned here. You just hand over the goods you have, and we'll be on our way.
Wait a minute. That sounds like some karate.
Downright harem.
Hairspray. Just stick a good between these two. Put them up.
Sounds like a good Wednesday night, sticking a good between those two.
Telling me I got 2,000 concrete, it still won't be enough.
Won't be enough. That's what we're trying to tell you. What mega facility are you building over there?
I'm just trying to, because like these fuel generators are like, they're pretty big, you know, so I need
It's true.
enough flat space to accommodate them, and so I'm building on the water, and apparently, despite my best efforts, I just didn't bring enough concrete. And I want to reiterate that I even found some of your concrete along the way, and it still wasn't enough.
For sure. I will say in earnest that we had not considered a milk factory to give you bad. Frankly, the milk-based needs of the people are just not being met. And I'm not the man to provide them with the milk they need,
Dang.
despite our best milky efforts here.
No. No. No, I think that anything that starts with our best milky efforts needs to end.
I just think you're giving it 110 milk percent. Giving it 2%, that's better. You aren't giving it 2%.
Yeah. I know you know this, but I knew your joke the moment you made it, and I didn't need you to go further. But you did.
That's true. Sully the good name straight into the dirt if we need to. You gotta put in the effort to get the milk, the good stuff. We put in effort aplenty. But still no milk has come from the fruits of our labors. We are milkless despite our best efforts. Yeah.
Strangling procedure activated. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to activate that.
Must have been some other strangling procedure you meant to turn on.
Yeah.
I like it when I spin in that chair, you milky boy. Is that pleasurable to you?
Okay, so the next docket, suicide. Is it really the answer?
If you're looking for number 13 down 7 letters for killing oneself. Yeah, but that's a really weird crossword puzzle. Skeeves is pro-suicide at this point. Like, you know, sometimes it's necessary. You're an expert in the field.
Does that mean first time?
To say expert in the field, you go around giving talks, demonstrations to people not familiar with the process, and oh no. Imagine like a DARE program going out. Hey kids, don't do drugs, or else. Just ski bath up in the cafeteria on stage there, saying, hey kids, don't commit suicide, or you'll end up like me. Joker style, pulls out the gun. Boom. Oh, that's, I suppose, a good way to educate them. Do we send you a check or an ambulance?
What's that called? Percussive education?
Very least. Yikes. Teach everyone the best methods to obtain what they desire. I can't say you ain't no educator. Coming here dropping mad science. Unfortunately, I think it's about time to look for a raid. Let's see if anyone else is playing Satisfactory. Go send people their way. about like halfway out to this other coal source. We're getting there.
Oh wow, I definitely left no room for Jesus between these plants.
Fatal error.
This actually might be a problem if I can't find a way to put a power pole in. They are crunched up. It's like a middle school dance.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
tight.
They're just bumping and grinding with some 10-year-old rap played in the distance. Like kids are into Lil Wayne, right? Some LL Cool J.
What? You mean Wayne? I love Wayne. Ah, the westerns were the really good ones.
Okay, we're gonna go raid the real gaffer because their stream title is Knees Weak, Palms Sweaty. They're sweaty on a sweaty already. Sweaty Betty. And frankly, that's the sort of title we can respect.
King energy. Sounds good.
Alright. Thanks for dropping in during the daylight hours, Skeebs, and everyone that's
Oh,
turned off
I
now.
did not mean to die.
Plus bits.
Maybe
Oh,
if I just exit the desktop. Whatever. I know where my stuff is.
excellent. Chew. Chew.